Challenge, day 4 of the Kundalini Yoga Challenge. We're working with Sahibi Kriya, this Kriya that helps us to tap into the power of the mind and of the body through our own breath, our own movement, our own intention, working with the pranic pump. The navel point has over 72,000 nadis or lines of energy there. So when we're pumping at the navel and utilizing that breath, we're helping to unkink the lines of energy all throughout our body, sending our essence, our prana all throughout our body, our life force energy, letting it move more fluid throughout our body. So that's just some of the energetic benefits of this Kriya. Also tapping into the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra that deals with motivation, willpower, confidence. And when we have that strength in our core, our heart starts to open up, right? Because this is the lower triangle of our body. We strengthen the core. This inspires our heart to begin opening more, inspires the power that we feel within to express from this place too. And physically, it just helps to circulate the blood through all the limbs. Aids in our circulation, aids in our lymphatic system to get those lymph nodes pumping, right? So that helps with our immune system, and it helps to balance our nervous system too, because we're moving from really high action, quick breaths to slow rest. So we get to play with the sympathetic and the parasympathetic and move fluidity between these two with more ease. So we can take this wisdom that we feel from these kriyas and bring it out into our everyday lives. I know practicing this kriya for the past 3 days, I've been in such a creative portal. I just been so motivated to let my passions and my creativity fuel me. I did create an ebook. I feel like this is my new love language, just creating things on Canva. I created an ebook for this Kriya. So if you want to follow along, have something that you can print, keep with you in the future so you can refer back to these exercises whenever you're feeling like, oh, I want to step into my authenticity. I want to step into my power. I'm needing that motivation to just show up fully in life. Come back to this Kriya, Sahibi Kriya. You can download the ebook. It's in my bio, and it's a way to support me too. It's $8.88 because I love angel numbers. So if you're feeling generous, like you'd like to support me and also receive something for yourself, you can find that there too. And at first when I put it out on in my bio, I felt a little constricted. It feels edgy, bringing a monetary value to something I'm offering. And what I desire for myself is to, when I'm in the flow of my passions and in the flow of my creativity, that attracts abundance in many ways. Abundance in being able to be with loving community, abundance in having opportunities with people that I love, experiences that bring love, and financial abundance too. So I don't know, playing with that, putting that out in the universe, seeing how that does. And anyways, today's a little bit different for our live. I'm not going to play any music because I just thought, when I practice this Kriya by myself, I just love to put on my favorite music. So maybe you want to put on your own soundtrack during this Kriya, this set of exercises and breath work, so you can feel really motivated to something that you really love listening to. And I know sometimes on these lives, the music doesn't really translate that well. It doesn't sound as clear, especially when I start breathing, it kind of gets muffled. So just to create a better experience, you can put your own playlist on. So feel free to get that all set up. Feel free to grab water if you haven't already. And grab pillows. We'll be sitting at a certain point. So if you like pillows underneath your hips or underneath your knees, feel free to grab that to build your throne. Let's see here. I will play a song though for when we get into the mantra portion, so don't worry about that. There's a specific song that we listen to in this Kriya to move along to, so I'll play that. And today we're increasing the time. So we've been practicing each exercise for 1 minute each. Now we're gonna do 1:30, 30 more seconds added on to each exercise. I think we can do this. I think we have built up the strength a bit more. We're used to the movements a bit more. And if this is your first time, 1:30 is still in the beginning section of how long you can practice this Kriya for. So it said that you could practice each exercise between 1 minute and 3 minutes. So we're at a minute 30, amping it up a bit more, really meeting our threshold maybe, meeting our comfort zone, playing with that discernment. Do I want to move past my comfort zone today and really push myself, test my physical and mental limits? Or is my body saying, hey, stop, hey, slow it down? Listen to that discernment, listen to what feels good in your body today. I love you. Thanks for being here. All right, so let's get started. Find a comfortable seat. And in this seat, start to deepen the breath. Letting the shoulders soften down. Letting the jaw soften. You can even close the eyes down if that feels safe to you and tune inward. Tending to your internal environment. Nourishing your body with your full inhales and complete exhales. I love breath work and just bringing intention to the breath or focus to the breath, because it helps me to tune into this beautiful cycle that is the breath, receiving the breath in, receiving the nutrients that the earth provides us. And with every exhale, giving those nutrients back, giving that CO2 back, giving our energy back to the earth. So it almost feels like there's no separation. It's all connected. Let's rub the palms together. Bring the hands to heart center. Plug the thumbs into the chest. Connecting to your heartbeat now. This beating heart that is the soundtrack of your day, that is always here to nourish us, to guide us, to inspire us. Thank you, heart. And with this connection to the breath, the body, the heart, we'll tune in with 2 mantras, the Adi mantra and the protection chant. If you're familiar with this, you're welcome to join in, or you can just let me sing you or chant you through these mantras. The Adi mantra helps us to honor our inner wisdom, and the protection chant just creates this bubble of protection around your individual self and around this whole life. We'll start off by taking a full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And we'll inhale to chant the Adi mantra 3 times. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo. Om Namo. Gurudev Namo. Om Namo. Gurudev breath in. And let the breath go. And we'll chant the protection chant 4 times now, honoring all 4 directions. Take a deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale. And we begin. Ad Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. Ad Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. Ad Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. Ad Guray Nameh, Jugad Guray Nameh, Sat Guray Nameh, Siri Devay Nameh. Full breath in. Holding the breath in for a moment, suspending that breath, and feeling into the safety within your body, the wisdom within your body. And let the breath go. Sat Nam. Thank you for being here. All right, today we're just getting into the Kriya. No spinal warm-ups or anything like that. So if you feel like you want to stretch a bit, feel free to do that. And then we'll meet on our backs. All right, lay flat on your back. Maybe you want to hug in your knees for a moment. Just get some movement happening in the lower half of the body. You can do a little bit of twisting from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, lengthening the legs long. Grounding the entire spine on the earth. And the first 4 parts of this Kriya, Sahibi Kriya, we utilize a powerful O-shaped breath in and out through the mouth. So you create an O with your mouth and then breathe in and out. That's our breathing pattern. You can make that breath quick like I demonstrated, or it can be slow and steady. Really trying to find that pump in the navel, and of course having water nearby in case you like to drink some water, or you can use your saliva to keep your mouth nice and nourished. All right, bring the hands below the sacrum, supporting the low back. Ground the low back into the earth. Ground the spine into the earth. Again, we're doing this for 1.5 minutes, okay? Start to lift both legs at the same time, all the way up so it can be perpendicular to the ground. And then lower the legs down. This is the motion, lifting and lowering the legs. Point the toes towards the shins. Take a full breath in through the nose. Let all the air out. Deep breath in and begin the breath. Keep pumping the belly button in and out with this breath. Really engaging through the core, feeling the strength in your lower limbs. This movement can be as quick as the breath, or it might be a bit slower than the breath, finding a pace that feels good to you. Always the option to keep a bend in the knees, or again, finding that discernment. If your body's wanting rest, you can rest the body. Try continuing with the breath. And you can even visualize as if you're doing these movements. Visualization is so powerful. So many options here. Deep breath in, lift both legs up. Hold the breath in, engage the core. Pull the pelvic floor up, third eye gaze. Exhale, release the legs down. Release the arms from underneath you. Take up space here. Relaxing the body. Deepening back into the breath, in and out through the nose. Integrating that breath and that movement with your rest, with your stillness. You can bring the soles of the feet onto the earth, rock the knees from side to side, getting a little movement in that back. Then we lengthen the legs back long. Second movement of this Kriya, hands can be underneath the sacrum again. Palms facing the earth, giving that low back some support. This time we lift one leg all the way up. We lower that leg back down. We lift the other leg all the way up and lower that back down. This is the movement here. You might keep a bend in the knees. Same breath. Take a full breath in through the nose. Let all the air out. Deep breath in. And we begin. Deep inhale, lift one leg up. Suspend the breath. Root lock engages. Diaphragm lock engages. Chin tucks in slightly, neck lock, third eye gaze. Release. Hands release from underneath you. Slowing the breath back down. 30 more seconds, man. I'm like looking at the clock. We're surely almost done by now with that movement, but no, another 30 more seconds. You guys are doing great. You can bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide apart. Place one hand on the heart, the other on the belly. Connecting to the heartbeat again, and connecting to the second heartbeat you might feel in your belly. Feeling the rise and the fall of your breath. Bring the knees together, hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side. Thank you, body. Thank you for all you're able to do. And bring your hands behind your thighs and start to rock and roll up the length of the spine. Rocking forward and backward. And then coming into a comfortable seat, feel free to drink a bit of water. Cheers. Something I like to do, especially when I'm drinking water for the first time of the day, is water holds memory. And water is a great medium, so you can say, I love you, thank you. And then I imagine when I'm drinking the water that love is like nourishing every cell in my body. They're plowing the snow out there, so if you're hearing some extra noise, that's what that is. All right, next movement, we come into tabletop. Shoulders are stacked over the wrist, hips over the knees. Woo. Try to, look, you can pull that belly up and in, engaging the core, finding more of a straight spine. And for this part of the Kriya, we start to kick one leg back. We lower that knee down, kick the other leg back, lower that down. This is our movement. Still with that powerful O-shaped breath, pumping at the navel. Take a full breath in through the nose. Let all the air out. Deep breath in. Begin the breath. Inhale, place the knee down, drop the belly, lift the chest and chin, roll the shoulders back, hold the breath in. Exhale, child's pose, hips sink to heels, lengthen the arms out long, or you can rest them beside your legs, giving your shoulders a bit of a break. And again, deepening back into the breath. Allowing the breath to become so full that you can feel your belly press closer towards the thighs. Seeing if you can make your exhales a bit longer than the breath in. And if you noticed some spit flying everywhere when you were doing that breath work, I feel like I was drooling so much. That's normal. We get used to the silliness, the weirdness that comes with it. That way we can embrace our own weird. We can embrace our own silly. It's okay if spit flies. It happens. We're human. We have saliva. That's a normal thing. Let's come back up into the tabletop. Last movement with this breath, okay? Last time we're using this powerful O-shaped breathing in this Kriya. And this time we bring in the arms. So as you kick one leg back, you extend the opposite arm, place that down, and then extend the other limbs, place that down. This could be your movement here, or you might add in a crunch, re-extend, and then place it down. Extend, crunch, re-extend, place it down. All right? Movement can match the pace of the breath, or it can be a bit slower if you like. Take a full breath in through the nose. Let all the air out. Deep breath in. We begin. Inhale, drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, the chin. Hold the breath in. Pull up through the pelvic floor, engaging the root lock, third eye gaze. Exhale, child's pose. Listening to the sound of your breath. Letting the sound of your inhale and your exhale become a source of your meditation. Just like listening to the birds chirp, that nourishment that sound brings to your body. Let the sound of your own current, your own breath, be that same source of nourishment. Like ocean waves. Walk your hands over to the right, stretching into the left side body. Hips soften towards the heels. And then over to the left. Letting each inhale expand your rib cage. Come back to center. Press the palms together, bend at the elbows, bring the thumbs behind the neck. Walk the elbows forward, sink the heart. And then lengthen the arms long, come up. Grabbing some water. The sun is out. Hello, sunshine. Hello, rainbow hour. All right. So, frog pose is the next pose of this movement. Bouncing on the balls of the feet. Woo! Heels together. This could be your squat, or you might come into a more upright position. This is also a great option. Whatever squat you choose, you take a big breath out at the squat, and at the bottom of the breath out, you pull up through the pelvic floor. On the breath in, it's a forward fold. All right, so it might sound a little different than what you might be used to be doing. Usually, like, we exhale on the forward fold, but for this movement, we inhale on the forward fold. We're doing 11 of these. So, move at your own pace. Exhale is a squat, inhale is a fold. And once you're done with your 11, coming to a seat, lengthen the legs out long. You can stretch into the legs. And then come into a cross-legged position or any comfortable seat. Making this seat really comfy. We move through one last bit of movement with this Kriya, and then we get to meditate in this comfortable seat. So make this as comfy as you like. Maybe you want to sit in a chair for this, or you can bring in those pillows underneath your sits bones. Thank you. All right. This is where I get to play our mantra, Jap Sahib. And we move our arms to the beat of this mantra. This is what it looks like. Let me fast forward to the part. Lift the arms up. We hold the arms out and breath out during this part. Then we breathe in, out, 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 and hold. Breath is through the nose, in, out, 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 and hold. We're here for 1:30, okay? You got this. Let the shoulders relax in their sockets, long in the spine. You can bring your gaze to the space between the eyebrows. Almost there. Inhale to interlace the fingers, press the palms up overhead, stretch into the shoulders, the arms, and ever so slowly lower the hands down, feeling into into your electromagnetic field that surrounds you. Softening the hands into the lap. Meditating here. Noticing your energy. Bringing loving awareness to your experience. Loving awareness to the body, the breath, the mind. And if you like to focus your attention on something, let it be your breath. Counting your inhales to a count of 4, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, breathing out a bit longer, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhaling. And exhaling. Tapping into that groundedness of our sits bones, feeling grounded and anchored to the earth, while also creating this spaciousness to tap into the element of ether, space, akash. This element that allows every other element to be possible. This element, ether, that contains the possibility, the endless possibility in every moment. That contains the wisdom that is available to us here and now as we tune into the subtleties. Let's come to our backs. If you have any props, releasing that from underneath you. The most important part of this practice, integration. Once you come to your back, this Shavasana is pretty specific. You cross the right ankle over the left ankle. So right ankle is resting on top of your left ankle. And then the left hand comes to the heart, palm resting on the chest. The right hand comes on top of the left. So both hands to the chest, right ankle crossed on top of left ankle. Shoulders soften, jaw softens, spine, hips, feet soften. Relaxing your whole self into the ground, knowing that you are fully supported by the earth beneath you, fully held and nourished and loved by this earth that holds us. feeling the goodness of your heart permeate into your hands, connecting to that compassion that's there right at your heart center. Feeling the totality of everything right underneath your fingertips, here at your heart. Your love, your compassion, the oneness, the goodness. Thank you, heart. And as you're resting in your Shavasana, I'll guide us through a meditation. This is from Energy Speaks by Lee Harris. This is one of my favorite meditations to come to, especially when practicing this Kriya that connects us to our power. And this meditation is about calling in your power. You can never give your power away completely, but you may leave pieces of yourself outside of you. You can ask others to carry those pieces, the friend you believe is stronger than you are, the coworker you believe is more disciplined, the lover you believe is more capable. But these are your pieces. This strength, this discipline, this capacity for living, it all belongs to you. You may recognize in others pieces of yourself, and it's time to embrace and integrate these pieces. It's time to own these pieces. Owning these pieces will not take away from the people you see these qualities in, not at all. Your ownership of them will double the strength of these qualities in you and in them. And as you lie there, I invite you to imagine in your mind's eye that you see a vision of another version of yourself sitting directly ahead of you a few feet away. This version of you is surrounded by white light in a clear, almost translucent space. This you has their back to you and is sitting very calmly and very happily. Now, on behalf of this version of you, say this statement out loud to the universe, or you can say it internally if you'd like. Repeat after me. I call back every piece of myself that I have ever given away. I call back every part of myself that I have identified with only in others. I own all of these pieces. I bring back all of these fragments. They are mine once more. They are in me. They connect me to the universe. This is my power. This is my surrender to my power. I call back all of my power. Now, in your mind's eye, see this version of you and all these pieces you have called back reintegrating into your body. See the body ahead of you, this other you being filled from every direction and every corner. See the color and the light flooding into you. And as you watch this process unfold, really feel it. Feel yourself being filled. Feel whole and full, yet light and expansive all at the same time. This is you. This is yours. All this is who you are. And all that you now feel is who you can be all the time. This is your power. And this power is yours to carry. This power is yours to rest within. This power is you. Feeling free to stay in your deep relaxation for as long as you'd like. And whenever you're ready to move on into your day, you'll uncross the ankles, uncross the hands, and find some movement in the fingertips and the toes. Roll out the wrist and the ankles. Growing the arms long overhead, point the toes forward, get a good stretch throughout the entire body. And soften down. Hugging the knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. And coming to rest on either side of your body. Resting your head on the low arm. And taking a moment to offer yourself words of gratitude. Thank you, body. Thank you, breath. Thank you to the beauty and the power and the love and divinity that is always within me and around me. And gently pressing yourself up, meeting in a comfortable seat. Rubbing the palms together. Let's bring the hands to heart center, pressing the thumbs back into the sternum, reconnecting to the heartbeat. And we'll close this container with long-time sun. The words are, may the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. We'll say that, and then we'll chant Sat Nam 3 times. Take a full breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. And we inhale to chant. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Thank you all so much for joining in this live today. May you be happy, may you feel healthy, may you experience peace, and may you know freedom. From my heart to yours, Sat Nam. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving me this opportunity to share what lights me up. Thank you for being here again and joining on this journey of our 11-day challenge, day 4 out of 11. Tomorrow is Monday, so I'll be coming on a little later for our challenge. I'll be on at 5 o'clock, I believe, if that works with my schedule. If it changes, I'll put it in my bio, but 5 o'clock p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday to move through this together. But if you've been liking practicing this in the morning, feel free to practice this in your own time in the morning. I created an ebook that you can find in my bio that details the time, the breath pattern, and the movement for each part of this Kriya. So as a way to support me and also give back to you, this is my little love language to create these books and stuff on Canva and stuff like that. I just had so much fun doing this, so you can find that in my bio if you want to support me, or if you want to have this information for yourself to join along to whenever you want to come back to this power that's within you and around you. Or I'm also uploading these lives on YouTube, so you can find the replays there and follow along on YouTube. Anything else I want to say? I think that's it. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Yeah.